Wow. Hey guys, hello. Everyone okay? How are you, James? Are you okay?
I'm doing good.
You get in there. Oh, that's all right then. Excellent. Well, I'm glad to hear you getting there. And Chloe, how are you today?
I'm great.
Oh, excellent. Good. And two, are you okay too? Are you all right? No, two, you're muted. Oh, that's why I can't hear you. All right. Okay. Products. Okay, so what products did you go for then? Have you, and what's the reasons that you bought them? So, so guys, you can feel free to share your slides if you've got slides made. Right. So I better wait for everyone to come up there. Or you can, if you haven't done slides, that doesn't matter. It's not important. So, James, what products did you decide to go for?
I decided to go for with smartphone.
Smartphones. All right. Did you design a slide or did you just do it in your notebook?
I just do it with notebook.
That's cool, man. Yeah, that's cool. So smartphones. All right, nice one. And Chloe, what about you? What did you go for?
I still went for Coke.
You went for Coke or for like soft drinks?
I was out of ideas.
No. All right, okay. So soft drinks. And two, what did you go for?
And it's soft drink.
Well, you stuck with soft drinks as well. Okay. And all right, so go on then, James. Smartphones. Go on then, man. So do you want to talk us through what was the most important reason people that attracted people to buying a smartphone?
I think the most reason is the communication
All right,
because
good.
people need to stay connected. Like smartphone allow people to stay in touch,
Yeah.
family, friends, college
Mm.
through like calls,
Yeah.
text, emails,
Yeah.
Facebook, Twitter, social media.
Yeah. Without having a phone, you're pretty much you're alienated, aren't you? So, and what was the last reason why people, the least important reason for people buying phones?
I think is access to information, like you finding information,
Oh yeah, what you like the internet?
um, like uh, like I think that learning apps, like apps help you to learn new things and take online course. It's not
Oh,
as important than
oh yeah,
four reason above.
oh, you mean like that, like Duolingo, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I use my phone for. Is one of the reasons I'm my Vietnamese lessons. C'est français. So right, so learning, that's quite so people learning. What about games? Was any games people buy phones for games?
games is the entertainment.
Mm, yeah,
Entertainment like let you listen to music, watch video, playing games,
hmm,
and take photos and videos, like
yeah, photos.
capturing the moment.
Yeah.
Share them easily.
Right. So and that's via like social media, sort of keeping up touch with those. Yeah.
Yeah.
Social media, taking pictures and then uploading them. All right. Nice. And so, okay, then, Chloe, so you stuck with soft drinks. So what reasons did you find? What the most important reason?
I asked my mom and dad and uncle. They all
Yeah.
said the most important is taste.
You, I'm kind of agreeing with that. Yeah. Okay.
The second is the cost,
Mm-hmm.
and the third is calories,
Mm-hmm.
and the fourth is nutrition,
Yeah.
and the fifth is image.
All right. Okay. That's an image for fit number 5. Oh, nice. And what about and 2? What did you go? What did you find?
Um, have the uh, can you ask again?
Yeah, what were your findings? What did you ask people for? So you chose soft drinks again. You didn't come up with a new one.
What's unique mean?
Unique, a new one. Like like James came up with cell phones instead of soft drinks. He did cell phones. So you did soft drinks as well. Is that right?
Yes,
Okay. So what was the most important reason people bought soft drinks?
I think is tasty taste.
Taste, you go for taste. And anything else? What was the last reason that people came up that buy soft drinks?
Is fat.
Oh, right, okay. How much fat? How healthy it is.
Yes,
Yeah, all right. And what was the middle reason? Hmm?
um, can you ask again?
Yeah, what is the middle reason?
Um, it's it's vitamins C.
Oh, the vitamin C. All right, okay. Vitamin. All right, nice one. Good, though. And so, because I've got some other, I'm just going to check in the homework now because some people sent some things through. So I've got right, DB 12. So and it's M for smartphones. Right, and yes. So then let's have a look. So now we are going to go on to making your arguments and your debates really strong. This is right. So can you guys see that all right? Can you see the screen there? So supporting our opinions. James, could you do us a favor and read us the introduction there, please?
Building the foundation of your debate case. In this unit, construction continues with the building of the foundation of your house. Even with strong walls, a house cannot withstand storms, earthquakes, high winds, rain, and snow. In debate, your walls or reason cannot stand without support or evidence.
Nice one, good man, thank you. Kahan, hello, Kahan, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine.
Good. And what was your So just going back to what was your questionnaire? What did you ask people for?
That's
What was your product?
soft drink.
You did soft drinks as well. Okay. You didn't come up with it. You didn't do a new topic like James did. James did mobile phones. He did and found that the connectivity, the internet. and social media. Did soft drinks as well? So what was the
Yes.
most important reason? What did people you ask, what did they buy them for?
Cost
Yeah.
is second, taste first, image is third, fat is fourth, vitamin is third.
Yeah. Cool. Which one was the first, the most important reason? The cost.
The most important is taste.
Taste. Of course it is. All right, good. Nice one. Good. Well, thank you. Okay, guys. So, supporting our opinion. Right. Okay. And right. And two, could you read the introduction there in Unit 2?
In Unit 2, we learned that good debate requires strong reason, but these reasons must have solid support to stand strong and support an opinion. In the opinion of the man above, the country is better than the city. His reason is that there are more things to do in the country. What is his support?
Right. He says there's more things to do in the country. Come on, James. What is the support that he gives to support that reason?
To support the reason, for example, in the country, you can go fishing, hiking, rock climbing, and hang gliding.
Yeah, exactly. So, but he's provided many different reasons as to why he supported that reason. He's made it stronger. Okay. Right. So now read the supports below and find the reasons that it supports. So this is where I'm going to need to change it onto 2 pages. Right. Right. Okay. So, right. So the supports below. Right. Look on this page. A. So find the reason that said which one does it match over here? Make that a bit smaller. So A. In the city, sorry guys. In the city, there is a car accident. There will be big traffic jams and you'll be late for work. What is the support for that? Can you see which one is that match up with? Go on then. Go on, Chloe. Which one?
I think it's the country is better than the city because getting to and from work is easier than in the city.
Yes, right. Nice one. Yes, you got it. And what about B? In the country, there are few factories, fewer cars, and therefore less pollution. Which one is the supporting one? Come in here and hello, man. How are you?
I'm good.
Excellent. What's the reason, dude?
I think the country is better than the city because the country is cleaner.
Yes, I think you're right. And C, who can match that one? C. Go on, James.
According to National Police Agency, crime in the city is 3 times higher than in the country. The country is better than the city because there's less crime in the country than in the city.
Yes, absolutely right. Yes. And let's go down to up to D. What about D? Go on, Chloe, straight away.
I think the country is better than the city because the country is quieter.
Yes, right. Yes, nice. And E. What about E? Quickly read. It's quite difficult to see. E. Go on then, Kahan.
I used to live in a Small town, I knew everyone and everyone knew me. We all had each other. The country is better than the
Yeah.
city because the people are friendlier.
Yes, there you go. Nice one. What about F? Go on, Minion.
F is the country is better than the city because the country is less stressful than the city.
Yes, right, good. Right, so we're going to be looking, this is where we're going to be now continue with looking at the reasons. Right, so different types of support. So it's going to make it bigger so we can get it right. Okay, go on, Min here. Could you read that for us? The types of support, please.
But I can't see.
You can't see that? So once an opinion, can you see that?
It's so big, so I can't see.
It's too big.
The screen.
Right, can you see that now? Is that
Okay,
better?
okay. Yeah.
Better? Go on then, man.
Once an opinion is given and the reasons for holding that opinion are clearly explained, those reasons need to be supported with evidence. Evidence is concrete foundation that supports the walls and pillars that hold up the opinion. The roof of our house, evidence can be in the form of an explanation. An example, statistics on are the opinion of an expert in the field.
Thank you very much. So an explanation is basically when somebody is telling you something that has happened or something that they think might happen. An example is when something, this happened, so, you know, to me or happened to my friend. And a statistic is normally including numbers and figures. So like 5% of people, for example, only earn this. And an opinion of an expert in the field would be someone who is a doctor of, you know, or it might be a famous sports person talking about sport. So that's what an expert in the field is. So have a look here. So read the opinions 1 to 4, and then we're going to decide whether it's opinion, reason, or whether it's like a statistic, example. Have a go. Number 2, James, what do you reckon?
My friend had a really big dog, a Great Dane that cost so much to keep it because it ate so much food that they had to give it away.
Okay, so is that an explanation, example, statistic, or an expert opinion?
I think it's an example.
It is an example. And Chloe, what about number 2? Number 3, sorry.
I think it's an explanation.
Yeah, it's an explanation. Yeah. Cats are cheaper to keep, they eat less food. Yeah. And what do you reckon? And 2, what do you reckon for number 4?
Number 4.
Hmm?
I
So, according to the book published by Dr. Silverhair, cats are cheaper. So, what would that be, do you think?
I think cats is cheaper than dogs.
But is it an example, a statistic, or an expert opinion?
I think is an expert opinion.
Yes, it is an expert opinion because he's a doctor. You're right. And right, what about number one here? It takes about 15 minutes a day to care for a cat. It takes an hour to take care of a dog. What do you reckon, Kahan?
I think that. Can you give me to see the word?
Yeah, so I'll show you down there.
I think that example.
Yeah, exactly. You're giving an example. Yes, it is an example. Yeah. What about number two? My cat can take care of itself. What do you reckon? Min Hyun, what do you reckon number two down the bottom there?
I think an expert opinion.
An expert, if it says my cat can take care of itself, it's going to be another example. My cat can do this, so it's an example. And number three, James, what do you reckon? Cats are independent, they clean themselves, they walk themselves, they don't need care and attention every day.
I think it is an expert opinion.
An expert, now if it was an expert opinion, it would say the doctor or the scientist or a vet. If it's an expert opinion, it needs to have Dr. such and such said, or somebody who is an expert in the field. So cats are independent, they clean themselves, they walk themselves. So what do you think it is there? Have another think.
It is explanation.
It's an explanation. What do you think, Chloe?
I think it's I think it's an example.
Yes, it's an example. It is a bit of an explanation, but you can say, well, they can look after themselves and then it's giving a list of all the things it can do. That says clean themselves, an example. They walk themselves, another example. They don't need care and attention every day, so that's examples. And what do you reckon, Min Hyun? What about number four? According to 1998 article in Cat magazine, the famous animal doctor, Dr. Foxglove.
I think an expert opinion.
It is an expert opinion, correct. So this is where it gets a little bit confusing. So what we've got to do now, so we have to now have a look here. So this woman believes that the government should lower taxes. She offers her opinion with a reason and 4 different types of supports. Okay, so right, Kahan, could you read the opinion and the reason she gives, please?
Opinion: the government should lower taxes. Reason: lower taxes will help their economy.
The economy, yes. And Doris, are you there, Doris? She's not here. Right, okay, so which one of those is support number one? Is it a statistic, an expert opinion, an explanation, or an example? What do you think, James?
Support number one. If taxes are lower, people have more money to spend. Company will sell more and give more people a job.
So is it an explanation? Is it a statistic? Is it numbers? Or is it an example?
I think it is explanation.
It is an explanation. Yeah, because if the key word to the explanation is if this happens, then people will have. So what do you reckon for number 2, Chloe? When America lowered tax, what do you reckon?
I think it's an example.
It is an example. America is the example. Okay, then, right, Kahan, what about so James. No, Minhyun, sorry, man. What about number 3?
I think this is expert opinion.
Dr. Moneybags is is an expert, yes. And what do you reckon? And 2, what about number 4?
Number 4.
Yeah. So 5%. Go on, Chloe, got your hand up. What do you reckon?
I think it's the statistic.
It is a statistic. Yeah, I mean, that's it. Say 2. You see, it says 5%. That's a number. So it's a statistic. So right. This man believes the next task. This man that the government should raise taxes. So write the letter or the sentence on the right that best fits the label to the left. The first one's done. So opinion is F. Right. So who can find out where is the reason? I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to read them through. Oh, Kahan, you got the reason?
Yes, the reason is letter D.
Letter D. Without more money, the government can't provide. She is right. Okay, what about support number 1, the expert opinion? Go on, go on then, Chloe.
Wait.
The expert.
I think it's E. According to the finance minister, important services will have to be cut if taxes are not increased.
Yes, yeah, you're right. And who can get the statistic in support number 2? Go on, Kahan, number 2.
I think that's B. It will take $50 million more to complete construction on the new subway.
Right, good. Okay. Is she right there, do you think?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, it's a little bit of an explanation. So a statistic is something that has already happened. So what do you think the statistic is? Chloe, what's the statistic?
I think it's A.
A tax increase in Sweden it is because, yeah. And then what about support number 3, an explanation? What do you reckon, Min Hyun?
I think the government needs more money to provide better service.
Sorry, which one was that? The government, is that A?
C.
C. So the government is All right, yeah, well, is he right? Is it C? Yeah, it's an explanation. The government needs to do this. It's an explanation. You're right. Support number 4. What do you reckon, too? So an example.
I think example is um um D.
Without the money, the government can't provide training for people. I think that's actually an explanation. That's an explanation. I think that's C. A and A again. It's A because Sweden is the example. Right. So here we're going to look at different types of supports. Right. Okay. James, could you read us giving supports, please? Introduction.
Giving support. First, study the language files below on the 4 types of support. Note that some of the language used for explanation is based on the cause and effect pattern from the previous unit language focus. Then choose the one phrase from each file and complete it with your own words. Say them to a partner.
All right. Okay, right. Okay. So who can give me who wants to give us a go from the strongest example and then give us any idea you like? Anyone's gonna put the hand up or am I gonna Oh, Minhyun. Go man, the strongest example and give and finish the sentence.
A strong example.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
when I go away for the weekend, my cat can take care itself. My cat can go. My cat can eat by itself. Can go toilet by itself. Yeah.
That good man. Nice one. That was a good one. And what about next person? All right, okay, right, Zahan, what do you reckon for next one? Give me another strong example from examples.
Me?
Yeah, come on, Zahan. Yep.
Let me give an example. My cat can my cat can
Oh. Yeah, Minhyun gave a good one. Come on, think of a really everyone right. I'll come back to you. James, give us a really strong one, for example.
About let me give an example.
Yeah.
Let me give an example. My cat can be independent whenever I go out of home.
Nice, good. Yeah, good. Let's move on to statistics. Which one of those is the strongest? So try and see if you can come up with. Right, 2. Give us a really strong statistic. Is 20% stronger than 1 out of 5, or which one do you think?
I
Make it up.
think um all of 20 all of women
An amazing camel. Yeah, I think you're right. 20%. Go on, Chloe. What do you think? The statistics strongest?
I think it's 20% of all women own. Oh,
What do 20% of all women own? I don't know. James, what do 20% of all women own?
Don't
Oh,
laugh at me.
you're the wrong people to ask. Well, what's the strongest expert opinion they're given? Who wants to give us the strongest expert opinion they think? Go on, Chloe, what you got?
I think it's according to Dr. Silver Cat, most cats
Yes, what do most cats do? Most cats sleep all the
hates water.
Yeah, I think everything needs water. Yeah, what about what's the strongest explanation, do you reckon, Minhyun?
Well, let me think.
Yeah, come
Uh,
on.
Cats are independent, so they can do everything by itself, such as eat, uh, play, play with itself. Don't need any friends.
Okay.
And take care itself.
Okay, take completely. All right, okay. Go on then, Kahan, what have you got there? What are you thinking? Strongest
Um,
explanation.
if we didn't feed our dogs, they would shout and they would shout. They
Yeah.
would shout. Yes, they would shout.
They tell you that they're hungry. Very good. And then go on, Chloe, what do you think? Strongest?
I think it's the bottom two. Cats are independent, or because cats are independent.
Right, there you go. Good. So, okay, now, so what I'm going to need to do this here. So now using the language from the examples, you're going to have to try and put. So like number one, it's going to be either with the best example, the best statistic, the best expert opinion, or the best explanation. So number one, what do you think? It's going to be either, for example, when I, for instance, choose. What do you think, James? Number one.
The Economist magazines say that the economy will improve next year.
So,
I
but
think is a recent article in.
Yep. The Economist is in a magazine. You're right. So, yep, you are correct. And right, Chloe, what about for number two?
In his latest book, Professor Kinsey of Harvard University to quote quote to quote
So this one is quite difficult. So So he's given an explanation, expert opinion. So according to a recent article said that. So look for expert opinion. So down the bottom here. So in his Kingsley and Harvard University, and now expert opinion. Which, Chloe? Which one of these is it? Said that, stated that, or according to?
In his latest book, Professor Kinsey of Harvard University said that there's no doubt that smoking causes cancer.
Yep, you're right. Absolutely right. And Zahan. No, she's not there. And two. What about number 3? Oh, so this is going to.
Number 3.
Yep. I think this is an example.
Is I think is statistics.
Yeah. So we got for example, when so I think you need to use an example there. Well, so Chloe, what do you think?
I think it's for instance.
So, for instance, the world stopped trading with South Africa, apartheid ended. Right. Yep. What about number 4, James?
Number 4, a second.
Yeah,
My grandmother smoked 2 packs of how to read this?
So
Two packs of
cigarettes, 2 packs of cigarettes.
2 packs of cigarettes every day, and she died of lung cancer.
So what do you think that is? Is that an explanation, an expert opinion, a statistic, or an example?
I think it's an example.
So what's the best example that would fit in that?
Yes, for example, my grandmother smoked 2 packs of cigarettes every day. She died of lung cancer.
Yes. Yeah, I think you're right, man. You're absolutely correct. And what about, number 5? You've got 1, 2, and 3. So this might be a mixture of more of them. This might not just be one. It might be example, a statistic, and an expert. What do you think? Who wants to go for number 5? Go on then.
I think it's if we don't save the rainforest, the world would die.
If we don't save the rainforest,
we'll die.
Yes, I think you're right. Number 6, he's going to give us number 6. Go on, Min-hyun.
If teachers don't if teachers don't give tests, students will not do study.
Oh, well, yeah, okay, good man. Number 7, what do you reckon, James?
Can you say again, please?
7.
Cellular phones are getting smaller. Technology is getting better.
So what's the
I think it's explanation.
Yeah, so what is it?
Cellular films are getting better, smaller, so technology is getting better.
Yeah, you're right there. Go on, 8, Kahan. What about number 8, Kahan? What? Oh, sorry, number 9, sorry. So this is a what do you reckon?
One
Yeah, go on. What's number 9?
out of days of the week begin with the letter X.
So how many? So you might say that I think that's going to be an example. So which example?
I think it's the statistics.
Huh?
I think that's statistics.
Statistics. So write statistics. So what is the statistics?
Um,
So,
one
one.
out of days of the week begin with the letter S.
Are you sure it's one? Saturday.
One out of 2 days of the week begin with the letter S.
Okay. And Chloe, what about number 10?
Third is
You right?
I think it's statistic.
Yeah, statistics. So what do you think it would be? Something months of the year have. That's-
One
It's a difficult one.
50% of all months of the year have 30 days.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? All right. What about number 11? Who can give us go on, James. What about number 11?
Number 11, the winter months, cover of the year. I think it's an explanation.
Yeah, go on. But how? So what would it say?
Winter months cover because of the year.
Yes, yes, yeah. What do you again? Min Hien, what about number 12?
If you spend 8 hours a day sleeping and live to be 70 years old, you would have spent 20% of all your life asleep.
That's quite, yeah. Go on, Chloe. What about number 13?
The number of fish in the ocean has declined greatly over the last 20 years. According to
No.
according to someone
So
in the
have a look at examples. There's an example there. Have a look in which of those examples is the best.
it's an example.
It's an example, that one. So the number of something in the 1970s. So the best example for number 13.
For instance.
Yeah, for instance, you're right. James, what about number 14? Come on, James.
Number 14 is 3 blank.
I know. I thought I'd throw at you,
Oh.
Hmm. Hmm. Deary me.
I think it will be explanation.
Yeah, so it's going to start off with an explanation, isn't it? So
Because the government don't take action, the number of salmon didn't will not increase.
will not increase. Yes. Right. So it's really difficult, guys. You know, this is where it's going to get quite complicated. So you're going to be matching. So now what you're going to have to do is you are going to match opinion with reason and support. Okay. It's quite difficult. It is going to be quite tricky. So coffee is better than tea. That's the opinion. What's the reason? Go on then, Kahan. What's the reason?
That's number 3.
Since coffee always keeps you awake. Okay, and James, what's the support? The A3.
Support.
Yeah. So we've got A3, and then what support?
Oh my God.
So this is where you got to put them together.
The opinion, I can choose whatever I want.
So we've got opinion A, and now we've got, which is support number 3, and we need reason number 3, and now we need the support.
What is a reason since coffee keeps you awake? Each cup of coffee contains about 105 milligrams of caffeine.
Yes, there you go, man. That's it. Okay, what about B? Go on in here. What about B? What's the reason?
The government took raise tax on gasoline because the electromagnetic wave affects the airplane's guidance system.
No, but the government should raise taxes on gasoline.
B1.
There's
B1.
because the electromagnetic waves. Oh, are you sure? Airplanes, so gasoline, and now airplane. So you need to go think about driving cars, the price of fuel. Anyone else got an idea? So raising the taxes. Kahan, is that you?
No.
What have you got? Go on, Chloe, you got your hand up? Number for
I
B?
think it's because it can cause health problems for the other customers.
Oh, so B, the taxes on gasoline needs to go with which one? So we say B. So we're looking for petrol, gasoline. James, gasoline. B. What's the
Probably
reason?
number 2.
Number 2. So B, raise the tax on gasoline because it can cause health problems for customers. I don't know. It's difficult. What have you got? What do you reckon? It's not 2. Have a look. So petrol, gasoline.
Number 7.
What do you reckon? Huh? What?
Number 7.
Number 7. Because it will help the environment. There you go. So the government should raise taxes on, but B, 7 and 2. What's the support?
Um,
Look for pollution.
I think um, which is X.
X, you're right, yeah. And go on, Kahan. What do you think for D? Wearing glasses is better than
G.
contact lenses. Ooh.
D or G.
D. Go on. Wearing
Wearing
glasses is
glasses is better than wearing contact lenses because contact lenses can cause permanent eye problems.
Yes, right, that's good. And what's going, James? What's the support for that?
Er,
Support for
For the glasses. So contact lenses and support.
yeah, I see that. Because contact lens can cause permanent eye problem. Oh my god.
I know it's a challenge, isn't it?
Every time you touch your eye, you can cause an infection.
Yeah, because when you put contact lenses in, it's like you have to put them in with your finger. All right. E. Old buildings should be torn down and replaced. Come on. Right. Come on, Minhyun. Why should all old buildings been torn down and replaced?
Because they are old and weak, and that makes them dangerous.
Right. Good. There we go. And Kahan, good. And what's the support for that?
the For example, old buildings often collapse in earthquakes.
There you go. All right. And next one. And F. There should be no school uniforms. Come on then, James. The reason why should we not wear school uniform, James?
I think speaking it because school uniforms are not comfortable.
Right, good. And come on, Chloe. And what's the support for that?
I well, I think this support is they're often too cold in the winter and too hot in the summer.
Ah, we are good, yes. And right, okay, G. Who wants to give us G? Cell phones shouldn't be allowed on aeroplanes. Why? What do you reckon? Oh, Kahan?
So cellular phones shouldn't be allowed on airplane because the electromagnetic waves after the no because it can cause safety problems for the other customers.
Oh, yeah, yeah, good. And right, and who wants to give us the support for that? Go on, Minhyun, go on. What's your support for that?
I think some recent airplane accidents have been connected with in-flight phone use.
Yeah, you go. Nice one. Good. And what about H? We should take our next vacation in the United States. Go on, Chloe.
I think because the United States has many famous amusement parks.
Ah, right, good, yeah. And what's the finish off with the last reason for and the support for that? Go on then, too.
Is, for example, Disneyland and Disney World are both in United States.
United States, absolutely right, yes. Oh, blimey. So, guys, you are really doing reasoning and supporting. It's once you've got like a reason, you need to give as much evidence to support that reason as you can. So, it's quite tough work. So we are then going to, in our next class, we are going to be looking at further debates in the news. And this is actually really quite interesting. And I would like you, we are going to be talking about capital punishment. Now, we are going to look at the evidence that is given to us in these case studies about capital punishment, the death penalty. I would like you to, for your homework, research and come up with your own opinions about capital punishment and if you think it is good or bad. All right, the death penalty, the needle, electric chair, hanging, whatever. So, okay. So that's your homework to think. If you can find out some examples, it would be great. Tell us tell us your opinions about the death penalty and whether you think it should be legal, it's good or a bad thing. Because we're going to have a look at some case studies in the news. Right, everybody. That is the end of our class. You guys have worked so hard today. It's been really, you've been not struggling, sorry, you've been looking at some very difficult, language, trying to manipulate it all and see how it works. And you've all done an absolutely super job. All right, so capital punishment. I will send it through onto the group chat so that you've got it. Do you think it should be illegal or we should have the death penalty? Okay. Right. Have an awesome couple of days, guys, and I'll see you in our next class. All right.
Goodbye.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye, teacher.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye.